Bobo! No! I'm trying to trade. You're gonna make me lose all the money. What are you doing? Bobo's got us in a trade here. What we're doing. Let me get rid of some of this. So we have a couple targets here. We have two measured move targets that are above us here. First, let's just look at this. This is based on today's movement. We had this leg up, and then there's a breakout point that's happened here. So once we broke out above that, started getting gaps, we're putting the measured move target up here. Initially, I had a measured move target. Let's see, where did I have that? I believe I had it here, which is why I shorted at this area. And then this is probably a better measured move. And it's coinciding with this measured move target here, which is this line. And that's based on the daily chart. So this low and this high puts a measured move right above where we're at now. With this being so overextended and we're at a measured move target, I think it's a good shot at a scalp. Should be some sellers in this area. So let me put the trade back on here. Bobo is running across the keyboard trying to mess up our trade. You're guilty. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna try for a couple points on a pullback here. If it keeps going higher, it's actually gonna hit the measured move target that's higher up. Now, if it keeps going higher like this, we'll be way away from the moving average at a measured move target. That should be fine to hold on to and add on to the short position. Another reason I was okay with getting short up here is that today's been such the first part of the day was such a trading range day. Down, up, down, up. And then this breakout did form here. We're expecting the range to double. So if I'm looking from this leg up here, this high to this low, that's 10 points. The last couple days have been around 20 points. The ranges have been about 20 points. So if the initial range is 10 points here, and the last couple days have been 20 points, then we're expecting this range to double. And so that doubling occurred here where I took this short. And like I said, we have a couple measured move targets that are a bit higher up, but we went ahead and took the initial short here. So if you guys are interested in joining the live stream, make sure you stop by. Check in the mornings. Should be around between 10 and noon. Not going to be every day, but I want to do about 3 times a week. So probably Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So check in the morning and join the live stream. We'll catch some live trades. What I do is I go over explanations of what I'm seeing. So go over different patterns, what I'm thinking, and when there are trades, well, we take them and show them. Bobo, you're gonna get me. You're gonna get me in a bad trade, Bobo. You're gonna get us. You're gonna get us. We're gonna go broke. If you keep running across the keyboard, hitting buttons. Ah, Bobo. All right, so we've entered on our second order now. So we scaled in higher. I'm gonna raise my profit target up. So we're still going for just a scalp. So we have a good wedge pattern
Order
here,
filled.
which is why I'm taking another short there to raise our average position. So what we have now, we have this wedge that's formed. I'll draw it in here. So we had 3 pushes, this first and the second and a third. And we're getting this wedge at this measured move target. So a wedge at resistance and a good bear bar. A lot of the bulls have been buying through here. They're going to go ahead and get out below that bar. So now with a wedge, we can expect 2 legs down and for it to take about 10 bars. So that's what we're going to look at now and wait for those 2 legs and 10 bars to play out. And we're wanting to go ahead and try to get out down here. This has been a strong trend, and generally you don't want to be going against a trend and scaling in. But with the distance that we are from the moving average and with the measured move targets that we're at, also with what I said about the wedge and now this good bear bar, probably bulls will be getting out below that. Just make sure you're trading small, trading very small if you're doing this. Trade many times smaller than your normal position. You don't want to risk any more on one trade when you're scaling in than you would on any other trade. So looking for 2 legs down and 10 bars, and we'll let that play out here. So we're looking at taking another short here. The wedge. Now we're having a secondary short.
Order filled.
This section has a double top. So this could be the first leg, and then pull back and we'll get a second leg. And we're still expecting more bars down after this wedge, and now we're having this double top. Moving average. The moving average is going to start moving up quickly. It's not going to take many bars for it to get up here. But we still are very far away from it. And after this wedge, we should still have a few more bars down, and should be able to finally close out our scalp here. Look at this close here, this highest bull close. So what bulls do in a trend, they're buying every close. They buy this close, this close, this close, this close, this one. This is the highest close in the trend. What the bulls do, they buy the highest close, and because that's what's been working in the trend. Then what they'll do is they'll buy more lower, and they hope to be getting out at least break even here on their first trade. But look what happened. So it went lower, and this tail, it never came back up to this close. So any bulls that bought here, they've been unable to get out so far. And that's really key to be looking at when you're looking at when you're starting to get later in a trend. You want to see how price is reacting to that highest close, right? Because think about it yourself. If you're buying closes, you buy this close, then you're wanting to at least for the price to get back to that close so you can get out break even. And here, the bulls weren't able to.
Target filled.
All right, and then we got out. So that's how I managed that trade. We had some measured move targets, so we were selling at the measured move targets. And once this wedge formed, we had a good reason to sell there. Then we got a double top. We were able to sell more. I will say scaling in like that is risky, so make sure you're trading small, very small if you're doing that. Also, I'll say it's better to be in the direction of the trend. So I would say if you're starting out, completely forget trying to go in the opposite direction of the trend. Completely forget mean reversal. Just try to identify the trend and be buying in the direction of the trend. Be like what I was talking about the bulls here, buying above bars. Once you see the bulls are starting to take control, keep your mind on ways to get into the trend, not against the trend. So we'll forgive Bobo for messing me up a bit there, but he is guilty